we'll try again. Hopefully you can hear this time. So yes, I'm back in the kitchen, which means a dance. Why, I will never know. I wanted to talk about perfect days, perfect years, etc. Specifically perfect year, because that was the question I was asked in a conversation. Tina, if you can hear this, can you like do a little thumbs up? Because I tried before and no one could hear me. So let me know. No good if you can't hear me. So perfect year. First of all, what is perfect? Well, perfect is entirely up to you. Perfect is completely subjective. What my idea of perfect is, what Elodie's idea of perfect is, what Joe Blow's idea of perfect is, what the Queen's idea of perfect is. Completely different. So when I talk about this, don't start thinking because your idea doesn't match mine or fit in that, oh, you've got to up it or you've got to change it or twist it somehow, okay? Totally up to you. This is about what works in your world and what you desire. So on my website, you can download a perfect day exercise, which is really, really, really cool. So I recommend doing that. But a perfect year is like taking that extra step further. And you can do perfect days, perfect hours, perfect months, etc. But a perfect life, obviously, is what we're all aiming for. Your idea of perfect. But a perfect year is kind of setting yourself up so that, especially if you have your own business, but if you work for other people as well, that you set your year up with your calendar and your, yeah, you can hear me, yeah, your calendar, your projects, your holidays, all that kind of stuff into how you want your year to look. So I'll give you an example. Some people, when they're setting up their year, they like to take a week off every 6 weeks. That gives them that restart. Every 6 weeks they have that bit of a break. Some people like to set up their calendar for the year that they have a long weekend every couple of weeks, which is one of my preferences. Some people I know, they set up their year so they have like a 3-month summer break and the rest of the year they work really, really hard, but they might work shorter hours or they might have Tuesdays off or something like that. So it's what is going to fit in with your life. Take me, for example, and I will preface this by saying I have not achieved this perfect year yet, okay? This last year, 2019, got really close with a lot of things, but I haven't achieved it. So keeping going, and it's still, what's important with these things is when you create these ideas of what you want, is that you go back and revisit them and go, oh, is that still what I want? Is that still what I'm aiming for? And if it's still what you're aiming for, then yay, go for it, shoot for the stars. So my perfect year is 10 weeks of holiday. Okay, but I want that broken up. I'm specific about that. I want that month off at Christmas time, and then I want 2 weeks 3 times a year as different breaks. Some of them might be a staycation, some of them might be going away. The other thing I like to have in my perfect year, which I achieved a couple of times last year, was every second week to have a 4-day work week. So I had a day to do, all that me stuff. I know you will get it, the dyeing your hair, the nails, the facials, the great big pile of, a lot of the stuff, just the you stuff, have a day that wasn't scheduled for work, but wasn't actually also about the kids or social responsibility or things like that. So I encourage you to look at, and you can download the perfect day exercise and kind of take the questions from there, but I will do up another sheet for a perfect year. And sit down and think, okay, what would my perfect year look like? Do I like going skiing every Christmas? Do I like having a boys' weekend once a month to go fishing? If so, you might want a 4-day weekend once a month. Whatever those things are that really interest you, because it all comes back to that wheel of life and the stuff that's going to nourish you and make you feel better. So you've got to build that in. You have to build that in from where to go. So sit down, have a look at it. Grab a calendar if you want, but you don't need to do that for this year. Hello! But if you can schedule it in now and nut out where you want to be doing these things for your perfect year, go for it. If you can't do it on a calendar, just write out what it really looks like to you. Is it every Easter you go and see your great aunt Susie? And you're going to want to do that every year for 2 weeks. That's absolutely to you that would make the perfect start to the year. It's those kind of things. I want you to think about what they are and write them out, and then let's get them happening. Here's to my 10 weeks next year. This year, oh my gosh, when am I going to get the fact that it is actually 2020? Maybe when I've had enough sleep. Bye. See you all tomorrow.